You guys are so cute.
Hey guys, Trisha here with PrettyLosers.com, and tonight we have a crazy show. Our guest is Elizabeth,
Hey guys.
the original Plankster. We'll get into that later, that I just learned that she's not the original Plankster. And we do have a special announcement. Our other person that you see down at the screen is Christina. She's not going to say hi. And,
hi!
And of course, Nirvana.
Hey guys, hi!
Hey girl, hey.
Hi girl, hi!
I had to say that. Okay.
Lena is missing tonight because she's getting ready for her wedding and she lost track of time. But I think she's just playing hooky, personally. So. I quickly want to say that Monica, I did just read that she's out of surgery and doing well. So please keep her in your thoughts, prayers, send her some good juju so she can recover really quickly. And we also have some news about Nirvana. Nirvana, do you want to talk about your band really quickly?
Yeah. So, like, two things first, but French girl in the USA is going to go to the ER tonight. She's having a lot of issues with dehydration and some pain. So if you guys will give her a quick little, I hope you feel better, hey girl, hey thing, I think that'd be awesome. I'm trying to think. There was somebody else that wasn't feeling good either. I just can't remember who it was.
Elizabeth.
Yep. Elizabeth's not feeling good.
I'll live, though.
So I haven't made an update yet because I'm lazy and that's how I roll. So my bands came in today. For some of you in my little inner circle, you know that I have been like a big whiny patoot for like a week, like trying to figure out what I'm going to do.
Yes, she has.
Because I wasn't sure if I was going to go with the distal bypass or the bands, and I wasn't sure the bands were ever going to come in. So they are actually in. I'm scheduled next Thursday. I don't know what time of day until the day before, because they have to look at the schedule and then they see. But knowing my doctor, since it's going to be like a 4-hour surgery, it'll probably be the first thing in the morning because he wants to be kind of fresh for it. That's what he said. So it'll probably be I'll be there at like 5:30 in the morning. God help us all. So
and no coffee.
Yeah, I start my liquid diet next Monday, and y'all are not going to like me, I promise.
Brace yourself, people. Brace yourself.
I need y'all to pray for a hoe. Just pray. Please, Jesus.
Please, baby Jesus.
Please.
Protect us from Nirvana.
This gold diaper. Please pray for me, okay? All right, guys, so let's get this party started.
Oh, and we also have one more announcement. We do have a new member joining us on PrettyLosers.com. Duh, it's Christina.
And she's shy.
Thank you.
And she's shy, which we hope that, us rubbing off on her, she'll get over that really quickly.
Yes, I'll get over it eventually.
So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to skip over some of these questions because we all know Elizabeth, the original Plankster. And we're just going to go ahead and jump in with Elizabeth. Let's go ahead and you can introduce yourself. Age, highest weight, current weight, location, RNY, VSG, whatever you want to share with us.
Okay, do I have to say how old I am? No, just kidding.
You don't have to say how old you are. You can just.
I'm kidding. I'm 49. 49. I'm proud of it. Not so much. My highest weight was 402 pounds, which was in January of 2014. That's when I started my program at Kaiser. I'm 5'4.5". I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on April 14th, 2014. I was 360.6 pounds, and I just yesterday I think I was 219 pounds. So that's about a 183-pound loss in all since January.
Whoa, that's good.
That is pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it.
That's really good. If I could use my little clap button that Nirvana won't let me use, I would use it right now. She beats me, guys. She beats me. So, we kind of talked a little bit about your plans whenever you first decided to have surgery, and you had planned to go in to do the RNY, but you did the VSG. Right. So,
yeah, my original.
Did you not want to hang out with RNYs or what?
Well, no, I had planned on having an RNY because I wanted to, not be able to eat the things that were like danger foods for me. But what I've learned since is that, not there are lots of people who have RNY who can eat those foods that I was worried about eating. But when I went in to meet with the surgeon, he recommended that I have a VSG because I didn't have any of the health. I mean, I was very fortunate that I really didn't have any health issues, even as overweight as I was. And he probably shouldn't have said this because at Kaiser they're all about, you get one surgery, that's it. You can only have this once. But he said, yeah, let's do VSG, and then, if you don't get to where you want to go or 5 years down the road you start gaining back, we can do a revision. So I went with VSG, and have been very happy with it. It's worked really well for me.
Good. So did you have any complications at all with your VSG?
They let me out of the hospital too quickly. I had my surgery at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and like 8 o'clock the next morning they were ready to let me out. And I was feeling okay when the doctor came by, but by the time they started bringing the paperwork around and everything, I was really nauseous, but they kind of kicked me out anywhere. And so I was really sick that day. My dad's a doctor, and because I'd had a previous surgery where I went into kidney failure, he got really concerned that by 8 o'clock that night I was still really sick. So I went into the ER that night, and they did a whatever scan they do to make sure everything was connected correctly, and kept me there another night. And then I came home. They gave me really strong anti-nausea meds, and I was okay within a couple of days, but that was it.
So how did you do with like the anesthesia and stuff like that? Was that okay?
I think that's probably what I react to. I mean, I think that's probably where the nausea is coming from, is I think I'm pretty sensitive to that.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Not that I'm a doctor. So why did you pick the Kaiser program?
Because that's where I had insurance. I mean, that was where my insurance was. So.
Okay. Well, that's
and they
good.
paid for it, and I didn't want to self-pay.
Yeah. Did you ever consider like going to Mexico if that wasn't an option?
I didn't. I didn't even really know that was something people did. I didn't really watch videos until the week after I had surgery. I was in our Kaiser class. We have to go for like 4 months and lose 10% of our body weight pre-op. Mm-hmm. And that's where I met Patty, watched Patty Melt, and she was making videos and was very into the YouTube community. Mm-hmm. But I watched her videos, and I was like, yeah, I don't have time for this. I'm not interested in this. But then that week, I was laying in bed all week. I started watching it and got totally into it. So I didn't even really know that surgery in Mexico was an option. Now, knowing several people who had it, if I didn't, have insurance that would pay for it, I would certainly consider that as an option for sure. Yeah. Some of the things that I've seen or heard from friends, it was probably a better experience than I had at Kaiser.
Yeah. So you knew Patty Melts before you became a YouTube maker. Okay.
I met her. Yeah, we were in the same class at Kaiser. We had our surgery a day apart.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So I was April 14th. She was April 15th.
So you're surgery sisters.
We are definitely surgery sisters.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what does your diet look like now versus then?
Versus, can we not talk about the last week?
Last week excluded.
You mean versus pre-op, or you mean versus, right after surgery?
Pre-op.
Oh, well, it's hugely different. I don't really eat. I ate a lot of fast food. I bet I probably ate between 3,000 and 4,000 calories a day. I ate out all the time, drank soda. And now I'm pretty much protein and produce. I'm not like a total no-carb person. I'll have rice or potatoes maybe once a week or so, or a bagel thin. But it's hugely different. I'm at about 1,200 calories now and try to stay at 80 grams of protein, but there's no comparison to what I used to eat before.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what was that moment that you realized that you really had to change something?
Well, I think for me, I didn't have surgery right when this happened, but for me, my ex-husband passed away really suddenly, and at his funeral, I was too embarrassed to get up and talk at his funeral because I was so ashamed of how I looked. And my son, our son, who was like 14 at the time, got up and spoke. And I had, he'd been part of my life for 20 years, and I really loved him. And that I couldn't get up there and talk because I was ashamed was my real, like, what I call my, like, fat bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So after that happened, I went to an informational session at Kaiser about weight loss surgery. And they talked about how you should have seriously tried to lose weight in the last 5 years before you considered surgery, which I really hadn't done. I had pretty much kind of given up and just ate whatever I wanted to. So I chose to do the OptiFast program at Kaiser. And I lost close to 100 pounds on that.
Wow.
But I gained it back. I mean, I was working out quite a bit. I got plantar fasciitis really bad, so I could hardly walk, which really sucked because I was cardiovascularly fit enough to walk around for the first time, but my feet hurt so much that I couldn't walk. And then over like a year and a half, I gained it back. And then my son was getting ready to go to college, and I was like, I'm going to be a crazy cat lady. I mean, my life is pretty miserable if I don't change something. So, so I went to another informational session. I have to say, they kind of pissed me off during that session. And initially, I was like, no, I don't want to do this. One reason being because the doctor said, well, if you eat because you're not hungry, this surgery isn't going to work for you. And I'm like, look around this room. There's like, if everybody in this room ate only when they were hungry, they would not look like this.
Yeah.
And I mean, now I have a better sense of what that means. But still, I don't know, I think that's kind of a shitty thing to say. And also, I was like 65%. I was like, that's not enough. I need to lose 100%. Of course, now I know because now I'm about 70% of my excess weight loss. And the difference between my life then and now is a gazillion percent difference. But I was turned off about it, but then I was just like, I've got to do something because I just can't do it on my own. I've tried a million times.
Yeah.
So
did you have a food addiction? I know you said you just ate fast food. You just gave up. You just didn't care.
I mean, I definitely think that I was addicted and can still be addicted to sugar because I see when I have a little bit, I mean, if I can go a long time without having sugar. If I have a little bit, then I want it like all the time. So I definitely think, I definitely think I had a food addiction. And I'm actually considering, because I've just seen some real self-sabotaging behaviors come up for me. I think that hitting 219 on Sunday was a big deal for me because I don't think I've been that way. 220, like the 220s was a set point for me for years. And I don't know what happened there, but it's like since I hit that 219, I have been eating like a crazy person. I mean, as much of a crazy person as you can when you've had weight loss surgery. But eating things, I mean, I had a Coke, like a real Coke this morning.
Ooh.
Which I've had like one other time since I had surgery. And I mean, that's like it. So I've been considering going to OA or doing something because obviously this is a mental problem for me. It's not just.
Yeah.
So do you drink at all as far as like alcohol goes, or?
I do occasionally drink. I had said that I wouldn't drink, and I do drink more than I did pre-op because I hardly ever drank pre-op. And I think that has to do more with the fact that I socialize a bit more than I used to because that's pretty much the only time I do it. But it's funny. I had said I was going to wait a year, and then I went to OH in August. And so that's my advice to people. Don't go wait as long as you can before you go to a meet and greet and see everybody who's much further out doing all these things that you think will kill you if you do them. So I didn't drink at OH, but I did within a couple weeks after that.
Yeah.
So, and I don't have the issues that I've heard other people report. And I think this may be more with RNY, but I don't feel like I get intoxicated faster than I did before, particularly. And I don't drink. I mean, I don't drink that much. I don't drink to get intoxicated, but I don't notice any difference between now and before.
Yeah. So let's get to the good stuff.
Okay.
I know your starting to date. You put an ad out, personal ad. So, what? How long has it been since you went on a date? Date.
The last boyfriend I had, it's probably been 3 years since we've broken up, and I have not got. I was supposed to go on a I was supposed to go out for coffee with one of the Craigslist people yesterday, but he called me and so annoyed me yesterday that I canceled that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's been a while. I mean, it's been a while.
So, I mean, how weird is that, like dating? Because you said 3 years, so you were in your heavier body, of course.
Yeah, and I was dating somebody who was attracted to fat women. So this has been my first time, like, what do you put in the box? I mean, because I'm still heavy for sure, but I'm not like somebody who's attracted, and I don't really want to go out because I'm not going to be this way forever. I'm not going for that population necessarily.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm
That
a little
kind of
nervous about it.
that is really nerve-wracking. I don't know how I would approach that because there are a lot of guys out there that are really into those chunky girls.
Yeah.
And when I say chunky, I call myself chunky, so I'm really loosely placing chunky. I'm a big girl, okay? So I know there's some guys out there that are really into that, Michael May, and they want you to come over and sit on your lap while they feed you, Michael May. So I just I don't know. That's just weird. And
Well, I didn't
never
even know like what box to check on Craigslist because it was like curvy. Well, I'm sure that's what they mean for a little bit fat, but I think of that to mean having big boobs, and I have absolutely no boobs. So is that like false advertising?
Yeah, I think curvy is like voluptuous, like big boobs.
Yeah, so it's
like curvy.
BBW, which I guess I am. I don't know, but I don't wanna go after that audience of guys necessarily because I don't plan to be this way forever. So
I don't know why I hate that term BBW, like SBBW, BFW, or
SSBBW. Yeah, that's what I was before.
BBW, SM, smoke-free, drug-free, kid-free, likes bondage-free, like whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually don't know if I'm ready to date. I mean, I don't know. I have like probably 20 responses from the Craigslist ad that actually looked pretty good. I mean, and I put together a pretty detailed ad, but I have a real hard time following.
Is Narana frozen?
No.
I can't
She is.
see you.
Lena, we're talking about Elizabeth jumping into the dating pool.
Yes, I know. I was driving like a lunatic watching you guys to catch up.
So I'm not racing right out there. Let's just put it that way.
So since Lena is, you guys both are on the Kaiser Medical, by the way, like the Kaiser program.
Okay. Yes.
So I think that's really cool. So Lena is getting married Saturday.
Congratulations.
So Lena, do you have any advice for Elizabeth since she's out in the dating world to nab that man up?
Well, I found my man over 7 years ago, so I don't know.
My question.
I'm not sure I want to get married.
My question is that now that you're losing weight and you have a more healthy lifestyle, what type of man are you looking for? Are you looking for somebody who's like outdoors, super athletic?
Fireman.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's always chemistry around personality, usually. So, I don't know. I mean, I just like to meet in the past when I've done personal ads. Like, my last boyfriend, I was really lucky because he was one of the first people that I met on a personal ad, and we went out, and there was, like, great chemistry. We had stuff to talk about. I don't really, like, have a lot on my checklist. It just kind of depends on the person. Not an asshole.
We do know that they have to spell correctly.
Yes, no, like, text language. That go right in the trash with that. I'm not a fan of that.
I'm with you on that, sister. Granny VSG, Randy, your little Randy buddy, we love her. First off,
I love her.
she's rowdy. She wants to know how your personality evolved with weight loss and how far out did it happen.
Well, I think yes, my personality's definitely evolved. I mean, Patty kept talking about it all the time at WLSFA, how different I was than I was at OH. So I'm definitely more, just more outgoing and a little bit more confident than I was before. And I think it started to happen around 6 months post op.
That's
But I
good.
think this is who I always was. I was just like depressed and tired and didn't, like how I was showing up in them.
Did you, I mean, myself, Nirvana, and Lena, we all kind of and I think Christina too, we all kind of experienced a lot of anxiety. Did you have a lot of anxiety issues with your weight, or?
I think I had some anxiety issues. I don't think that was huge. That was as huge for me. I mean, I pretty much was in denial, so I would just pretend like I wasn't fat and like nobody noticed. When I was 400 pounds.
I am not fat. Those are not my legs.
What are you talking about?
Nirvana, those are not your legs.
I don't know if you guys are standing that because I'm hot as hell. Like, all this.
That's what I was telling Nirvana. I was like, oh, when I do this, it looks like I'm really skinny. And then I'm like, hello. Not skinny.
Silly.
Not skinny. So,
I actually feel a little bit more anxiety now. I mean, like actual real true anxiety. I feel that sometimes more now than I did before. Because I think I don't have. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry.
That you actually feel more anxiety?
Yeah, I actually feel more anxiety now, and I think part of that may be that I'm just more in tune to what I'm actually feeling, and I'm a little less in denial. So if something's going to make me nervous, I'll actually experience that nervousness instead of shoving food down my face to not feel it.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
And you're like out more and doing a lot more stuff.
Yeah, I am out and doing a lot more stuff and enjoying life a lot more than I did before, for sure. Now, I work from home, so it was a joke between my friends and family that, I never left the house, and I pretty much never left the house. And now if it's like a weekend and I don't have anything going on, I'm trying to find something to do, which is very different for me.
You can come to my house. We'll go crash Lena's party.
I live in California.
I wish I was close to all that, all the funness. I'm gonna go ahead and read really quickly. Why are there? Okay, Betty Lou Who says, "Hey girls, hey! Giant kisses to Lizzie." I don't know why it was considered spam. Gabby says hello, everybody, and Lorraine says hello, beautiful ladies. And Miss Granny says hi. We just talked about her. We just talked about you, Granny. Janice says, have a beautiful wedding, Lena. The best advice.
Thank you.
I was told when I got married in September was to try to take it all in during the ceremony. Enjoy it. I was shaking it almost a ball bag. I don't know what that is. But I still tried to take it in and remember it. May you and your husband have many, many, many wonderful years together. That's really sweet.
Thank you.
Christy, who just had her VSG a few weeks ago, says, hi, ladies. Elizabeth, you look beautiful, and so do the Pretty Losers.
Yay, thank you.
Janice says, good evening, ladies. And Christine says, hello there, lovelies. She is so sweet. I know you went to a meet and greet with her.
Oh, Christine, yeah, we actually went to a drag show. She's my drag show buddy. I have been to 2 drag shows in my life, and I have been to both of them with Christine.
Oh, my gosh. She's one person I would love to meet. I think she's very sweet.
She is so sweet. And
she's so supportive.
She is. And she's just beautiful. I was on whatever night that was. I guess it was last Friday when we went to this drag show. I was sitting next to her, and she just has such classic beauty and porcelain skin. She's just gorgeous.
Yeah, I think Monica's like that too.
Like Miss Nirvana.
Yes, yes.
Nirvana's porcelain
Yeah, I'm going to be buying that stuff that you that I told you to write out the names because I was too old to read the labels.
It works real good.
Aww. C. Robinson says, you are a fitness inspiration to me. So who inspires you to chase your fitness goals?
Well, my trainer beats the shit out of me, so he inspires me to get it done. But in the community, Sleeve Rocker, Pete is a big inspiration to me, and Jamie Jones, and Bandit Wendy, and Jennifer Mahoney, who I just met, who is like amazing.
She's a rock star. Yeah.
She is a rock star. And I had seen her a little bit on Facebook, but they did at the meet and greet. She was named Very Athlete of the Year. It's very cool. And she's so tiny. I would never look at her and think she had weight loss surgery.
Mm-hmm. She's gorgeous.
My stepdaughter goes and works out with me. That helps. And I just restarted trying to do some running, and we have a little group of people who are doing C to 5K. It's Granny, VSG Granny, and she has to change that name. She's too young to be VSG Granny. Can you guys like tell her that?
She needs to be like Rowdy Randy or something.
She does. Or VSG hippie mama. So it's Randy, Lorraine, Xena Warrior Princess, Amy gets a VSG, Kim Stephanopoulos, Carolyn Hopkins, and I'm probably forgetting somebody. But that's really helpful because I know, like, I was supposed to go run today and I didn't, and I'm feeling guilty because I know I didn't post to that group that I went around.
Naughty, naughty.
I know. I've been very bad.
So what are you looking forward to as far as your goals, and like what is your long-term goal?
For weight loss or for?
For weight loss.
Yeah. So I had my doctor's office had said 140 should be my goal, and I had said, well, what about 138 because I've been 140. And then on The Naked Truth a couple weeks ago, Lauren Dayton kind of called me out on that, saying, that's really low for somebody who's, came from 400 pounds. Well, then I saw her at the meet and greet in San Diego, and she is like, and that's about how much she weighs, and she is tiny, 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 and like 3 inches probably shorter than I am. As is Mama Mia VSG, and her goal is 138. So after evaluating that, I bumped it up to 158. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm like not that addicted to a number. I think it's going to stop when it stops.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's the number I'm shooting for. But that made me, because I'm like, wow, that's just like 60 pounds. That actually seems manageable after 200. 60 seems like nothing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You've come a long way, which is awesome. You should be very proud of yourself. So, who is you're not really involved with anybody right now, but who's your hall pass?
What does that mean? I'm old. You have to.
The one person that you would like to bang, dang, dang, and get away with it.
Can I get back to you on that?
Yeah, mine is Joaquin Phoenix, and
I need to think. I haven't thought about that in so long. Let's see.
That's all I think
Trisha
about when Joaquin Phoenix is involved.
Trisha has a new one every week.
I do not. Joaquin Phoenix is my lover.
Oh, that's not what you said last week or the week before or the week before.
And Graham Elliott. Okay, I will talk about Graham Elliott too. But I feel bad because he's married.
Chicago, hoping to see him, but he wasn't there. But the food was amazing.
Oh, I'm so in love with him. He
okay,
is so
I'll
gorgeous.
say, Gordon Ramsay. Maybe.
We can go on a double date.
That's right.
He's kind of feisty. Do you like those feisty men?
Yeah.
In that kitchen, girl. Make me a pot pie.
He'd be capable of anything but like really angry sex, and I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
Dang, we know where y'all like.
I like a good hair pulling every now and then.
All right. This is getting interesting up in here.
Why do you think my hair grew so fast? All the
Yep. Lena, cochina. You're not even married yet. I said that I was really excited that she was finally getting married so he could make an honest woman out of her. I'm just saying.
Not gonna happen.
You're not a girl.
I just want to put it out here. That I'm getting anxiety on this show today.
Why?
Any idea why?
Because you're getting married?
No.
Why?
Because I'm wearing red lipstick with pink.
I think you look pretty hot.
No.
I don't want to talk about that, okay? I told you what we were wearing, and I said that you did not have to come with red lipstick and pink shirt, but you just had to come with your red lipstick and pink shirt. And you rocking it, okay?
Hey, we had to be different.
No, that is so against the rules. Red with pink, no. I have a pink lipstick like this. Red, no. I just did it for you guys. You'll never catch me like this ever again.
Lena, it was your idea.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. She goes, hey girls, this week on the Pretty Losers, how about we all wear our Pretty Losers shirts and wear a red lipstick? And I was like, Lena, that's kind of tacky. You shouldn't do that.
You should see the earrings she sent me. Oh my gosh. Look at the earrings she sent me.
I want to see how many people actually believe this.
But she said, okay, she said, but the Nirvana, you have to wear the red lipstick with your pink shirt. Ay, 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 ay.
And we talk about churros.
Churros.
So, I have another
I
question
had a
for
piece of the
Elizabeth.
churros.
Huh? We're wearing them. Have you ever had like a bully or anything on YouTube or Facebook?
No, and I get really pissed off when I see that other people have them.
I mean, Heather was just hit a few days ago.
She posted that. She's like, does anybody know who this is? And I'm like, yeah, an asshole.
Exactly. And it's funny because, like, that same person, I really don't want to give them this limelight or whatever, but the same person was trolling on Nirvana, and I think it was Alicia, too, I'm not sure, but I just, come on, with fake names, just, if you're going to say something, at least have the balls to put your face behind it.
Yeah. That's the point they don't have. They don't have a life. They're losers. They have, like, they probably look like shit and are just out to attack everybody. You know what I mean? Talk shit to everybody. That's why they don't have the balls to use their real name.
Yeah. What about a Facebook stalker? Have you ever had one of those?
Like a scary Facebook stalker?
Yeah.
No. Have you guys? It's not that I know of.
I think I have one.
What does a scary Facebook stalker do?
Well, they tell you things that they shouldn't when you're married.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but I don't I right away unfriend people like that. I mean, I don't friend anybody who doesn't have like 100 people in common. And if I accidentally get somebody like that, I just delete them.
Yeah, I deleted said person, and blocked said person, but they just keep coming back. And I'm like, okay, who is this person? So now I think I'm learning not to friend anybody that has like a weird name, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Clicks or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So if I can't pronounce it,
that don't friend.
I must say that I'm a little jealous that I don't get no pictures like Nirvana of all these manly parts.
That was hilarious, Nirvana. You have got to saw that.
And all these men trying to get at her. I don't get none of that. Kind of jealous.
Yeah, I've got some really interesting pictures thrown up on my Facebook in my IMs. Hey, like, hey girl, hey, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Thinking it's somebody from our community, and it's like dick pic, and I'm like,
I got a few of those for my Craigslist ad, even though I specifically said no dick pics.
Okay, what did you just say? Because I heard you say you got a few of those from your best friend's dad.
No, from my Craigslist post.
Cool.
Okay. I was like, is your best friend's dad on my Facebook? Because I need to remove him. You're like, oh, hey, how you doing? We gonna have dinner on Sunday? Dick pic. Nirvana, you're so funny. So, warning you right now, just don't even open any kind of message for Michael May then, okay? Because
I have open messages for Michael May before, but you must get very different kind of messages from him.
He took a picture of himself in the shower, and he's like, I'm like, oh, you know, okay, let me change that. Hold on. Shower up here from like chest up, and he's like rub-a-dub-dub bubbles.
He's getting a little 70s porn in some of his headshots that he's posting lately.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm going to make a flyer out of this and show everybody. He's like, go ahead.
But I love Michael May.
He's a little bonkers, a little crazy.
Aren't we all?
That one. He keeps me laughing, though, so that's good. So I'm going to check the Facebook. Do you guys have anything else to ask? I'm sure you do.
I do. So between okay, so like before, because we didn't talk about it, because we talked about it before the show. I think people would like to know. You said that you're afraid of plastics. So
Yes.
I'd love to you explain and explain what happened to you when you had your gallbladder surgery too. I think people would love to hear that.
Yeah.
So I had my gallbladder out probably like 13, 14 years ago, and I had surgery scheduled, but I had a gallbladder attack before my surgery, and I went in the hospital and ended up having laparoscopic surgery the next day, but I went into, because they had let my blood pressure go so low for so long, I ended up in kidney failure. So I was in intensive care on dialysis for 3 weeks following my gallbladder removal. So that was pretty scary, and I found out afterwards when I got home and actually Googled what I had that it was like, it was like a 60% chance of dying from what I had.
Oh,
so I was scared about weight loss surgery for a long time because of that too, because I didn't know, is this something that's going to happen to me again? And I didn't have a great reaction to anesthesia following weight loss surgery either. So, and plastics is a much bigger, particularly the stomach, is a much bigger surgery than either one of those. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it kind of scares me. Honestly, my stomach is not that bad. It's not pretty, for sure, but it doesn't get in my way. It'll get worse, I'm sure, as I lose the rest of the weight. But probably I would be more likely to get my boobs done than to have my stomach done.
Yeah.
Boobies!
But yeah, I'm a little afraid.
Yeah.
My dad's calling me. My best friend's dad's calling me.
Oh, hi. Lorraine says, all you ladies are looking sexy tonight. Nirvana, I have to tell you, you're looking so amazingly beautiful and radiant. All your hard work is majorly showing. Love you, XOXOXO. Lorraine, I didn't see my name up in there. And let me see here. Penny R says, hello, everyone.
Hi, Penny.
And love you, Lizzie. Been missing your face, my lovely. Lorraine says, Miss. We do need to find a better name for Miss Granny. Miss. She says, talking about me, don't leave me hanging. Sheriff, it's good. It's never good. And Janice says a ball bag is a crybaby. I didn't know that.
A what?
A ball bag is a crybaby.
Okay.
I didn't know what that was. And Christine says, y'all are so beautiful, and to be compared to Nirvana just made my day. Hey, girl, hey. And Lorraine says, listen, your last video, you spoke of self-sabotage. Can you dive into that a little bit, and have you had any discovery as in who, what, when, where, and why you feel you're doing this, and any thoughts as to overcome this? That's a really good question, Lorraine.
Let's see. Why am I doing it? I think I'm doing it for a couple reasons. One is I think I'm actually starting to think that I may be successful at this and hit the goal that I'm going for, and I think at some level that kind of scares the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't been, even before, I was like 145 for like 5 minutes once after not eating for like 3 weeks. I still felt I was fat. This time, if I'm that weight, I'm not going to feel fat. I have a very different understanding of what people's bodies look like at different weights, thanks to YouTube. But so I think it's part of my own fear of, so what happens when I don't have being fat to blame everything on? And I think it's partially to sort of the way that I deal with my emotions. I was kind of, at the end of San Diego, I was so ready to come home. Let me tell you, that was like overstimulation to the max for me. And I was like, Sunday, I was driving home. I'm like, I am never doing that again. Never am I going to go to a meeting again. It's just way too many people. I'd much rather be in small groups. But then by like Tuesday, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to OH in North Carolina.
What city are you in?
What's that?
What city are you in?
I'm in Huntington Beach.
Okay.
But do you live near Nirvana?
I live near San Francisco.
Okay, I'm gonna come up there in June probably and visit. I have to figure out when, but but then I had a couple of days. Then Sherry, the real Share Bear, stayed with me for a couple of days, and then I had a couple of days off, and then Melly May came. And then after I took Melly May to the airport, I was like, wow, I'm really sad. You know, I had all this time and closeness with people, and I just don't have that. I mean, I certainly have friends in my life, but it's not the same kind of friends as weight loss surgery. And I was really sad, and I think part of this may be, instead of feeling sad, I'm dealing with that by eating some things that I shouldn't be eating.
Yeah.
So do I know what to do about it? No, not really, other than to say, stop it. Just quit it.
Well, I can tell you, I'm 19 months out today, and I can tell you that I've probably said stop it like 85,000 times since I had art.
Right? Bad. But sometimes when I get in it, it's like, even though my head is saying, don't do that, don't go buy that, I'm like, screw you, I don't want to hear what you have to say, I'm doing it anyway. And that's why I've been thinking, maybe I've been in therapy forever, but maybe I need to find like a therapist that specializes in eating disorders, or maybe go to OA, or maybe like do what I know I should do when I start feeling that way, and maybe like call somebody who can like talk me down. But I don't want to do that because I just want to eat what I want to eat when I'm feeling that way.
But that's what got you there the last time. So
yes,
it's embarrassing.
It is.
Stuff that you've done something like that, because then you're like, because everybody's got an opinion. It's just like,
I don't know if I said this before we came on or if I said it afterwards, but I actually had a real Coke today, and I felt like I was slinking off to the store to go get it. Like, I was going and stealing something.
Like you were buying pot. I do not have the pot.
Oh my God. Are my neighbors going to see me going to the store this early? What are they thinking I'm buying? Like, my neighbors don't give a shit if I buy a Coke.
How many pots have you smoking today?
So I don't know. It's been the behavior. It's been like a binge eating behavior over the last couple of days, and that really sort of scares me.
So a funny little side thing that I don't think I've ever shared with anybody is that right before my RNY, I think all of you know that I was in a wheelchair, so I wasn't able to walk through a grocery store. So I had one of the rolly carts, and Matthew was in basic training, and he was coming from tech school, to come and stay with me for my RNY. So I was loading up on his food because I was on a liquid diet. So I went to the store, and I had like bags of chips, and I had his favorite cookies, and I had his goldfish, and I had like frozen pizza, and I had like 3 things of ice cream to last him while I was in the hospital and stuff like that. My surgeon was in the
Oh my God!
and he rolled up on me, and he was like, and I was like, no, it's not
mine. Oh, that's so funny.
No, it's not. My husband. I was like, no, I promise. I'm on the liquid diet, I swear. He was like, go put that back. I was like, no, it's not for me, I swear to God. Go put that back, right? He followed me around the store until I put it back.
That is too funny.
Last meal, he was like,
Wow.
Put that back. And I was like, oh, man.
Oh man, why I gotta put this pizza back? It was good.
I was gonna blend it all up.
Liquidify it.
For 5 weeks, and you're in here getting cookies and candy and like cake and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, but it's not mine. I think
That's funny.
So embarrassed.
That would only happen to you or me. Seriously. Alicia says we are all too funny and she's late. What's up with that? And Lorraine says we now know the secret to getting hair regrowth. Thank you, Lena, for sharing that with us. Little cochina. And my mom's in the hizzy. Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
She's so cute.
I got a question. So, is there anything that you can impact on somebody who is looking forward to having VSG in the next few months that could help them along their way? Something that you've done that you would wish
I had done differently.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing to me is I would go as long as you can without deviating from your plan. Like I said, I wish I probably, if I hadn't gone to a meet and greet when I was 4 months post-op, I probably would have gone much longer without trying some of the things that I tried. So, I mean, stick to your plan as long as you can without deviating. Because with VSG, I mean, for the most part, you can pretty much eat anything. But I was still very afraid for a very long time, to try things.
Yeah, we were talking about that, I think the week before, something like that. It's like once you try something, it doesn't do anything to you.
Yeah. That's bad. So wait as long as you can before trying anything that you're not.
So is that everybody that has the VSG? Are they, like you're saying, like you're able to eat certain things? Is that for everybody that has that?
I mean, there are certain things that don't. I mean, you don't. Some people say that they dump with VSG or they have problems with certain foods, but it's much. I think that's pretty rare.
Yeah, I always wondered about that because I'm wanting to do the RNY, but then I want to do the VSG. So I'm like in a limbo. I really don't know what I want to do yet.
Right.
So it's just.
Yeah, I really wanted to have RNY for that reason exactly, because I was afraid that I wanted to not be able to eat some of these foods.
Yeah.
But my doctor didn't recommend it. He didn't think that I should do that starting out, so I went along with his advice. But I've seen now that I know so many people in the weight loss surgery community, there's many RNY patients who do not dump on anything. Yeah, and that would suck, man.
I've seen a lot.
Lena and Nirvana.
Yeah.
So do you get that, people say sometimes they get like the hiccups or the foamies whenever they're full?
Yeah, I have gotten the foamies before whenever I eat frozen yogurt, for some reason, I feel like I get the foamies. And when I first started like eating a little bit more than I should, like the 2 or 3 bites. When I was first out from surgery, I would get hiccups all the time. That would tell me that I was full, because in the beginning you don't really know so much because you're not hungry. Now I get hungry and I know very easily when I'm done, and then I still consistently go like 2 or 3 bites after that, which is what I should stop doing.
Okay. That's interesting. That's so interesting. I never heard of that before.
What's that?
That people get like the hiccups or the.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't get hiccups so much anymore, but I did in the beginning all the time.
Hiccups, sneezing, runny nose.
I didn't get the runny nose, but I know Patty did.
I barely started getting it. That's ridiculous. Like, 10 months out, and I started getting the runny nose.
Oh, wow.
Like, really? Should have got that since the beginning.
Yeah.
So out of all the meet and greets you've gone to, who is your favorite person that you've met that kind of just like surprised you?
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure there.
Well, I have to say, because this is the most recent, no pressure to like name the person who's my favorite person ever, but that's different. Most surprised, but I was really surprised by Lauren Dayton, Lauren losing, and she, in the video that I said that, she commented like, "Oh, I wasn't the bitch that you thought I was gonna be." It wasn't that I thought she was gonna be a bitch, but she's like so young and so cute, and she is like the most genuine, nicest, sweetest person ever. So it wasn't
she's a nurse, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is adorable. Like she
is so cute and so sweet.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that I didn't think she was going to be, but I just didn't think she would be as engaging with people she didn't know and as warm and friendly. And I mean, she's super. And I was surprised by Walter too. Just that he was a little more shy than I expected he would be.
Oh no, the truth is out on Walter.
Yeah.
He didn't have his sidekick with him, that's why.
Maybe.
Yeah,
and he warmed up, but he was still, even when he was much, warmed up to everybody, he was just a little, I don't know, like softer than I thought he would be.
Okay, Nirvana, do you have anything else over there?
Oh, yeah. So I think, something I wanted to ask you is that when you just had your VSG, like when you were researching it and you saw people who were much further out than you, in your opinion, did it influence how you eat and drink? Like the things that they're able to eat and drink, did that influence you as you were going through stuff?
It before I had surgery or after I had surgery, or like when I was new. I think she's frozen. It didn't. If people would talk about it on videos, it didn't really influence me that much. But when I saw it in person, it didn't. I mean, it did influence me because I saw people eating things that I thought, oh my God, you can't eat that, and they were fine, and they had lost a lot of weight, and so it did influence me when I saw them in person. And she's still frozen.
She's still frozen. That's so cool how she just does
I know.
that.
And on my side over here, some people are getting frozen and some are cutting off. So if I cut you guys off when I'm talking, I'm so sorry. But it's like I noticed after I started talking that you guys were talking. My Wi-Fi is really messing with me today. So I apologize for any interruptions. It's not meant. I interrupt a lot, but I'm like out of work today because of that.
Dang, rude.
Sorry. And then I have to keep muting because I have a house full of people that are like literally. So
we know what's
sorry
up
about
over
that
there.
too. I got a full house.
I know, girl. You're getting married.
My mama and my daddy are here.
I
must say something. Like I said, I was watching while I was driving home. Well, not watching, listening. And you're pretty smart saying you got the VSG first as a backup, you could get the RNY afterwards.
Well, that's what my doctor said. I mean, that's what my doctor said.
You know, they told me they could do because I was so heavy. I was one of the heaviest people my surgeon had ever did surgery on. And he told me, okay, we'll do RNY because diabetes runs in both sides of my families. And we'll do RNY, but if for any reason you wake up with the sleeve, I'm sorry, but it's because we couldn't do RNY the first time. And I was like, no, God, please let me not wake up with the sleeve.
Yeah.
And now I'm all like, you're smart.
Well, he said, yeah, I mean, I don't know about in your classes, but in our class, they were like, you get one shot at this, one shot, no revisions. That's why I was so surprised when I went in there, and he's like, oh, no, you should have BSG, and then if you need something else later, we'll revise it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I should have just got the sleeve. My fat ass right now would have been crying to get the RNY now because I've been sold.
Well, I wasn't aware until Nirvana said it that you can't do a lot of revisions. Oh, and I think she said this off the air, but there's not a lot of revisions you can do.
Yeah.
There's a new one's coming out. It's just so much more abrasive than revising from I was gonna say from an SUV. Revising from an SUV to a car.
Right.
VSG.
Did you hear that? She's calling you fat.
I know, right?
No. Right here. Yeah, it's so much less abrasive. Well, it's really abrasive.
Invasive, yeah.
What the? Sorry. You guys know what I mean. You know what? I'm just going to shut up. Take it away, girls. Take it away.
Just go there and mute yourself now. Just be pretty. Just sit there and be pretty.
So can I plug WLS Trainer a little bit?
Of course.
Absolutely. Yes, please. Talk about it.
And we're sort of on a little bit of a hiatus because both Brandon, my trainer, and I are traveling a lot over the next couple weeks. So we're probably not going to kick it back up again until after May. But I have a YouTube channel with my trainer called WLS Trainer. And we've been really inconsistent, I have to say, the last month or so. But try to do a couple of exercises for people every week, and then we do a challenge every month, a beginning and an intermediate challenge. And Nirvana won the challenge last month, and you win an Amazon gift card. And I forgot what our challenge is this month, but I better get busy with it. The month's almost over. Do you remember, Nirvana, what it is?
You've got to do 10 leg lifts, 10 wall pushes, and then you've got
10 squats?
In one,
okay.
in like 1 minute, 3-minute increment, right? In 10 seconds in between.
Yeah. How many you can get in 3 minutes?
Yeah. But she is an intermediate and a beginner. So for people like me that aren't that fit, there's also a beginner's, that you can just do as many as you can in however long you can. And then the intermediate is where you've got to do, I think, within 3 minutes or a minute or something like that.
Yeah, and I just have to say I'm as proud of the strength I've gained as I am of the weight I've lost in this year, because I never thought I would be like the one who exercises.
Yeah.
That like cracks me up. And I just want to give that. I know not everybody, I think it's so much easier when you have a trainer, and I know not everybody has the opportunity to have that, or they don't want to go to the gym for various reasons. So it's something that both myself and my trainer feel really passionate about doing.
So have you guys thought about doing this professionally, as far as...
Yeah, actually, we're probably going to launch a membership site that will be a little more where you would get like 2 workouts a week, plus a weekly webinar, plus he would review your videos. And hopefully, if we can get our shit together, we'll launch it July 1st. But we'll still do the free stuff. I mean, this will be, and it's going to be really inexpensive. I mean, not a lot, because that's part of the thing I want is, but he does this all for free.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to, pay him a little bit be able to pay him a little bit for his expertise. So it'll be really a reasonable price, but just to provide people with a little more, kind of like one-on-one and actual workouts the whole workout that you can do.
Well, when you guys do launch that, let us know, and we'll definitely have you guys back on the show. And or you guys can just join forces with the Pretty Losers. So
yeah,
we'll have Pretty Loser boot camp, and y'all can kick it out. Man, Nirvana needs to have a Nirvana boot camp.
He does. You've been kicking ass.
God. She makes me cry. Like, when she does work out with me, I'm constantly flipping her off and telling her how much I hate her. And she's like, that means it's working! Keep going!
I loved when you said, Nirvana, that your friend who lives nearby came over and was, like, shocked at how much you could do. That's, like, my favorite thing when I blow somebody away, because they think, like my brother, my 30-year-old brother went to work out with me, and he's really buff. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go work out with her. It's going to be like a breeze. And, like, 5 minutes in, he's like, holy shit, this is hard.
Yeah, she's a beast. And I was just like, I was a little bit behind, and I was like, so proud that I kept up as much as I did. But that girl that she was working out with, she was like dying. And she's just, Nirvana's like, come on, faster, get up. And I'm like, you gotta get up.
Get up!
Yeah, because she's mean. I keep telling her I'm going to make her a shirt that says, what was it?
Drill mistress.
Drill mistress.
Oh, yeah.
She needs that, because she's like, beating you up. Aye.
I think the biggest thing, like, that I'm excited about your channel is, I'll make sure that it probably won't be today because I'm ADHD all the hell back. I don't remember to do stuff until later. I'm like, oh, yeah. So I will link both of her channels down below and her Facebook page so that you guys can add her if you want to and see the intermediate challenge and her regular Facebook, not YouTube, Lord Jesus. But the thing that I'm really excited about is that no matter what you weigh, no matter if you're unable to walk, if you're bedridden, there's always something that you can do. And that's what excites me about, her trainer, is that he is a professional. And he does help you modify some of the things to make it a little safer, because for me, I actually hurt myself planking because I didn't know how to do it correctly. And I think that's really important for people because, everybody wants to join the bandwagon of, yeah, I'm going to do everything because somebody else did it, like that stupid thing with the kids with the lips. You seen that crap lately? Where they
I did it today.
Where they put that little cup.
Yeah, and then
I did it before I came on today.
But they get them big old lips, and then they cry when it's all bruised and shit. So like everybody's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then I hurt my back, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. So, I love the fact that he takes you both take the time to show us how to do it correctly. I really appreciate that. And no matter how big you are, there is always something that you can do to try to get yourself in a better situation.
Yeah, and I send him like your video. I mean, whenever I see somebody doing it, like in a video or talking about it, I'll send it to him so he can watch it, and just so he also understands, because he mainly works with like athletes. I think I was probably the first fat person that he ever worked with. And in the beginning, I could do like nothing. I could do the warm-ups, and that was it. So I just want to remind him, that we need to make it available to everybody.
Yeah, that's important. And people that I'm, for one, I decided to hire a trainer about 3 years ago, and the trainer that I hired, he only worked out with pageant girls. Like, he got them ready for pageants. So he would come in, and I seriously didn't know how to work out, Like, what I remember working out was, in elementary school. So whenever he would show up to my house, he just went right into it. And, I mean, he didn't stretch me. He didn't, like, warm me up. And, I mean, it was just like, okay, let's do squats. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck's a squat, So he would leave, and it would take me, like, 3 days to recover from that. So finally he figured out, you're not stretching? I'm like, what do you mean, what's that? Like, what do I do? Like, And he's like, oh, shit. I fired him. Like, I had such a bad experience with him that it was just horrible. So even if you have had a bad experience, I think what you guys are doing is awesome, because you're bringing that into everybody's house. You can put it on your big TV and just, work out by yourself.
Please don't put it on your big TV.
No judging, nothing. And then step yourself up into the gym. I still won't go to a gym.
Yeah.
I would probably go if it was like 24 hours and nobody's there.
Yeah.
But it took me a while for even to show Nirvana what I was doing while working out. Yeah. So, I mean, there's still that thing that I have a lot to work on. But you got to start somewhere, and Nirvana's always pushing that in my head. You got to start somewhere. So I really applaud you on that and bringing that to a lot of people that need it.
And I was really surprised at how many people came up to me at WLSFA saying that they had watched it and done it. People I didn't even know. So
I think you have something there. I really do. And the thing is, you're doing it, and he knows what he's doing. He's educated, and he's showing you the correct way to do it. Like Nirvana said, you don't want people to be hurt. Right. But it's such a great idea. It really is.
Thank you.
It really is.
And I'm lucky I have somebody who'll do it. I mean, because most people probably couldn't.
That just shows his dedication to what he's doing. So that's awesome. Really quickly before we wrap this up, Zen Maiden says, "Hey, pretty ladies, you all look wonderful tonight. Sorry I'm late. We'll forgive you this one, Zen." Lorraine said, "I said I love all you sexy bitches. You know I love you, Trisha. I got the leather and whips all over here for you, baby." And Lorraine, I just have to say that you're a big tease, so I want you to bring it. I think that's all we have. Oh, Maintaining Michelle says, "Hey, pretty ladies." And I think that's it. Oh, Miss Mary says that she gets the foamies when she eats spicy food, and she loves spicy food, so it sucks, and she had the VSG. That would suck.
Do you not get the foamies with RNY? Just real quick, I know you're...
I have. It really depends. It has to be like super dry meat and be stuck for me to try to get. I know if I get the foamings, I'm gonna end up throwing up. That's how it works with me.
Yeah, I get the foamies.
Okay.
And I can't tell you why. Like, Nirvana knows hers. Like, she'll throw up or whatever, yada yada. Like, do you know certain things that make you get the foamies, Nirvana, or it just appears?
No, it's dry meat. It's meat that chews correctly, and then it's plugging the hole. So all that it's all the salivating trying to help you get it back up.
Yeah, and for me, I have no idea what causes it. Like, I haven't said, oh, this time it was this, last time it was that. So I have no idea, but I do get the foamies.
Okay.
I know Heather gets them too, pretty bad, when she eats meat and stuff like that. So. Not all meat. I think it was like one
Yeah.
time she ate a hamburger patty.
It's
and got
usually
some.
red meat. Red meat's
So,
really
so what is foamies? I mean, what happens?
You literally feel like
There's
foam
literally
in
foams
here.
coming out of
Oh,
your mouth
really?
like urine.
Wow.
When I used to hear the foamies, I used to think like the dogs with the foam coming out. I'm like, oh God, that's gonna happen to
And
me.
as soon as you have it, because I was like, what is that? People would talk about it, but as soon as you have it, the first time you know exactly. It's
Yeah,
like,
oh,
that's
that's
foamy.
the foamies.
So is it just like gas, like bad gas, like?
No, it's like actual liquid foam coming up your mouth.
You feel it like right here.
Like phlegm almost.
No.
No, it's like
different.
foam.
Whenever you
yeah.
get it, you'll know.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you'll know.
Bubbly,
Yeah.
bubbly, foamy.
Yeah.
Does it
Like it
taste
doesn't
bad?
come out. No,
No,
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't taste like anything really.
I think you should sell it.
Let's market it, you guys. Let's market it.
Let's patent it and market it. Foamies.
You're so silly.
Let's get that patented as soon as we get off of this because somebody else is gonna beat us to it.
You know they will. I'm gonna make me some foamies.
And let's flavor it.
Ooh,
taco flavor.
taco flavored, dog doo-doo flavored.
Cochina. Churro flavored.
You're so silly.
I love when you call me dirty names. Okay, well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap everything up. Like we said, Christina will be joining us, so show her some love, and if anybody tries to bully anybody on this panel or any of my friends again, I will come punch you in the face. And that's it. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us. We do love you.
Thank
and
you.
keep making those videos. And no more Cokes for you.
No Coke.
Just say no to Coke.
Say no
I
to
thought you
Coke.
said Cokes. I'm like, no Cokes? Okay.
Woo! No Coke.
No
And
Coke.
stop answering those text messages from your best friend's dad.
Can't just stop me.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.